Hi, Carolina. Is that?
Hi, it's Carolina. How are you?
Carolina, it's Kurt here from MKAU Gaming. How are you?
Good. Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, so just kind of nervous actually talking to you, to be quite honest.
Sorry?
I'm kind of nervous talking to you actually.
Oh my God! Don't be nervous. What are you talking about?
When you're someone that's been in the gaming industry for a while, and then you get, it's not every day you get to speak to somebody. Well, I mean that's been such a big game, let alone any game. So it's
do you play Overwatch?
Yeah, I do. I try and play everything, but I actually had Overwatch as a review just before it came out, so it was pretty good to get in there early. So
wow. And have you played Sombra?
Yeah, definitely. I kind of like the idioms, I guess you'd call them, that you've got for her. So it's really good. So, but I suppose I'll get right down to it, I guess, and throw a few questions your way. Hey, so you went to Boston College for your acting. Is that?
I did.
Is that something you sort of aimed to do, and what was that like, basically?
Well, I've been doing theater since I was 4 years old, not professionally, but I loved it since I was a tiny person. So when I applied to colleges, I knew I wanted to do theater as a career, and my parents supported it, which was great. So for me, it was a lovely experience to just get to do what I finally love and study it deeply. And Boston College was great with their theater department, so I learned a ton. And then after that, I did a year of acting for film and television, a conservatory program in New York City. So I just knew that was a career I wanted to pursue since I was very young.
Yeah, right. Well, it certainly sounds like you knew exactly what you wanted to do. That kind of scares me. I have a daughter who's just turned 7 who loves doing like acrobatics and jazz and ballet and dance and all that. She's been doing that for years. So if your want to do that sort of thing is any indication of what I'm in for, well, that's going to scare me. So.
Oh God, good luck. Tell her to run the opposite way.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, if she's good at it and it makes her really happy, I think that it'll just, I love what I do, and if you love what you do and you do it well, then you'll be successful at it. So. Yeah,
well, that's right.
She might grow out of it too. You never know. 7's very young still. So
yeah,
who knows?
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
So, your voice acting, obviously doing Sombra, and you also did Grand Theft Auto as Taliana, and some Max Payne, I believe. Did you just, like, the voice acting, was that something you wanted to do or you fell into while you were doing other stuff, or how'd you come into that?
Well, I see them connected. I'm first and foremost an actress, so I've always wanted to do film and TV and theater, and as a byproduct in America anyway, we audition for commercials and voiceovers just because we're trained with our voices, and if we have a good voice, you can get to do or make some money and pay your bills with that.
Yeah,
and so
exactly,
I've had an agency for a while, that helps me get auditions for voice work, and this one came along that they just needed someone who spoke with who could do a Spanish accent and speak Mexican Spanish. So this really just came as another audition that would go through my agent, and it was exciting because it's a video game, but I didn't think much of it. And a couple of months later, I booked it, and I didn't even remember what I had auditioned for. So it's something that I wasn't looking to get into gaming, but I've gotten. I got into work with Rockstar Games because I speak Portuguese, and they needed Brazilian Portuguese speakers for Max Payne III, and that led to my work with them for GTA 5. So I just feel like depending on your skills and talents and maybe languages, you start getting different work, and that's how I've ended up doing a lot of gaming. Yeah,
right. Do you find it harder to do voice acting as opposed to your actual movies, TV type stuff? Because I guess when you're actually physically acting, you are acting, and I would assume you'd kind of be able to get your mannerisms out a lot easier versus voice acting, where it all literally relies on your tone of voice.
Yeah, well, I think they both have their challenges. When it's regular acting, I mean, obviously you need to memorize a script, and it's all about you being on camera. So I do think that it's more complex when it's regular acting. The cool thing about voice work is, you don't memorize the script. You always have the script in front of you. I think it's different. It's a little more taxing on the voice because you do longer sessions where you're just talking the whole time. And for voice work for video games, we're dying a million different ways. So that can be hard on the voice at the end of a session. But I think it's different. I like them both, It's also great because it doesn't matter what you look like. So I can sound like a little kid if you want, or I can sound like Sombra. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what you look like because really it's your voice that's telling the story.
That just gave me chills, actually, when you did Sombra, so.
Oh, hack the planet. Everything can be hacked and everyone.
That's... goosebumps. Yeah.
If you're a gamer, I would mess with you. The other interviews haven't been gamers, so.
Oh, really? No, I big gamer. I've been a gamer since I was since I was just a youngin' with my first 386 computer. So, but
wow, amazing.
Yeah. Now with Overwatch, I mean, was it hard, like, to sort of keep that sort of under wraps from, like, friends and family? I guess I would assume you couldn't really say what you were doing on that too much, could you? Or how did that go?
Yeah, no, we signed non-disclosure agreements, and they will cut off our arms if we talk. I didn't know how big Sombra was, and I didn't even understand how big Overwatch was. So I knew that it would do well, but I didn't understand the large scope of it all. So it wasn't like I was keeping this huge secret. I just kept saying, I'm doing voice work for a new project, But I've done a lot of nice non-disclosure agreements, so I'm kind of used to having to keep secrets.
Yeah. So big question is then, are you a gamer? Define game.
Question. No, I was more of an outdoorsy kid growing up. So I think I played, Mario Kart and Donkey Kong like twice in my life. That's the extent of it. I did play Sombra at BlizzCon, and I failed miserably. And I'll try someday to play Overwatch again, but I haven't yet jumped in. I'm busy with acting. What can I say?
Yeah, well, that's it. So with have you played like much? Like, when you hear yourself, I guess, on the game, does it feel weird? Like, I know when I hear my own voice, I hate it. So, but I mean, it's probably different for you.
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird because I know it's my voice, but it's also a voice a little bit altered. I'm always weirded out seeing myself or hearing myself. So, yeah, it's weird for sure. It's kind of fun though too. It's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Now with I guess with everybody, like people wanting to get into this sort of thing, have you got any advice for people? Even just anyone wanting to get into the sort of the voice acting thing, the gig, I guess.
Oh, it's so hard. I think it depends market to market, like if you live in Australia or if you live in New York or Idaho, I know there's a lot of websites where you can start getting work as a voice actor, but I think first of all is just maybe take some acting classes, see if you even like it, take some voiceover classes. Sometimes it's not as fun as it seems, and if you think you have a good voice, then start training because it's your vocal cords, you have to be careful with them. Then, there's steps that you follow. You do a demo reel, and then you start submitting it. And what kind of work do you want to do? Is it commercial, or is it animated, or is it narrating books? There's just so much different voice work out there. So it's just getting specific and working hard towards it. And then, finding locally what if there's work available in your city, and how you start getting that by submitting your voice samples to that. So, you know, it's a lot of steps, and it's not easy. I mean, I auditioned for a bunch of things for 10 years until Sombra came along, and she's been the biggest voice project I've done. But before that, you know, little gigs here and there for commercials and stuff. But I think if you really love it, you just have to have patience until it starts happening.
And that's when
I know Crispin Freeman does a podcast. He's the voice of Winston, and if you look him up on Twitter, he's got a podcast where he kind of walks you through all the steps that you have to do, and it's a very complete podcast. So, you know, you can listen to different chapters, and I think that's the best way to understand how to get into it, more than anything I just explained.
Yeah, for sure. And so what's next for you then? I know you've got Dopamine. That's coming out or sometime this year, isn't it? Or is it started? I thought it was...
Yeah, we have to finish filming some stuff for Dopamine, so that might take a little bit. I know that I shot a film in Cuba called Havana Darkness. That's going to come out at some point this year. I'm not sure when. Right now, I'm going to a bunch of conventions for Sombra and auditioning in the city in Manhattan for TV shows and stuff. So I'm waiting to hear about a few of those things. And I am slated to shoot a film in Italy in the fall, so hopefully I'll be in Tuscany in September. But we'll see, you know, a lot of things change schedule-wise, so you're never locked down until you're actually there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds like you certainly got the, your busy lifestyle happening, so especially when you got to, have interviews with people like us as well. So
no, it's phenomenal. I love talking to you guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fans, I know you've got Sombra has actually got quite a massive fan base, so you should be very, very happy and very proud with that anyway. So,
yeah, I've also been feeding it. I make videos and put them on my YouTube channel, so I think that I'm feeding the beast, but it's all good because I really enjoy it.
You got to have fun with it, don't you, while you can. So yeah, but...
Totally.
But, look, I really appreciate you even taking the time out just to speak to us. It's not very often, like I say. I don't know about you. You do all this acting, all this voice acting. I mean, I get nervous just talking to someone like yourself. I'm sure you must still get nervous sometimes, do you? Or like just doing the acting
you know
and
what's
stuff?
funny is I think we get nervous at auditions because we know that we don't have the job yet, and so we have to prove ourselves yet again to these casting directors or directors. Once we have the job, though, I feel like usually I'm pretty confident, and I know that what I'm doing is right. I mean, I think when you get on stage for theater, you definitely get, a little bit of butterflies in the stomach, but I think that we love what we do so much that once we finally get the job, we know that we're meant to be there. So I don't get as nervous. I lie. It depends. I shot some scenes with Dominic West in The Affair, and, I think I didn't sleep the night before thinking, oh, my God, I'm shooting with a British movie star, but then I got on set, and as soon as I shook his hand and met him, it was all, I wasn't nervous anymore. I just knew we're here to work, So I think it's pre-acting jitters, and then when you're doing it, you're just in your jam, so it's all good,
Yeah. Well, we're all human, aren't we?
Sorry?
We're all human, aren't we? So.
Exactly. That's the thing, I think that when the fans meet me and they get nervous, I'm like, guys, I'm human, don't be nervous. We're here to hang out and talk.
Yeah, it's not that easy for us fans, though. So.
Well, are you going to be at Supernova?
Yeah, Sydney I'm hoping to get to. So myself and my off-sider from MKAU will hopefully be there. So, so I'd love to meet you.
Cool, stop by and introduce yourself so I can meet you.
I will, definitely. So, but look,
awesome.
I appreciate your time and taking time out of your busy schedule. So, but yeah, I'll certainly pass on all this good information to our fan base anyway. So thank you very much.
Thank you for interviewing me. Is this going to be online somewhere, all these interviews, so I can share them?
Yeah, it will be. We, providing what I've done here, my tech doesn't fail me. Yes, it'll definitely be on our website and our YouTube channel. So yeah.
Phenomenal. If you want to tag me on stuff, I'll be sure to share it.
I will do.
So we can get all the Australians out there.
Then you can listen to yourself again.
Oh my God, no! I don't listen to myself. I just share it and I don't listen.
Yeah, well, you can read the transcript, then that way you don't have to listen to it.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. I thank you very much again, and can't wait to see what's coming next for you.
Sure, and dude, before I leave, boop. I just booped you.
Yep, boo.
I just booped you.
Yeah, you broke.
Hey.
Actually, I've seen a few photos where you've done that, so you must be a big fan of that. That's awesome.
Oh my God, I'm a booper. I've booped way too many people. It's all good though. I like it.
That's awesome. Very good. All right. Thanks heaps for that.
All right. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Have a good day.
You too. Have a good one. Ciao.
All right.